Hey everybody, how's it going out there? Welcome back to another stream of working on my Subway app. We've been working on the back end and we've been getting a lot of cool stuff done back there, and there's always more to do. So I guess I've been working on a way to automate checking when the MTA publishes new maps. It's not consistent when they publish the new maps. So yeah, I have a cron job running on my cluster that will post to Discord when there's a new map. Problem is, it was publishing all the time because that's how I set it up to be once a day. But I want to run it more often and have it publish only when there is a new map. So we got a lot of that done. We're marking maps as published in our admin app. However, I'm still seeing Discord messages about that there is a new map when there isn't. I did some debugging on this morning, and it looks like it's a time zone thing, actually. Yeah, I guess you can see right here that these are 24-hour time, but our map scraper is, I think, running in not that. So now is the time to figure out what the hell is going on, or switch to GMT. Here's my date formatter. Here's the string in Redis. And then, oh, and I wrote a test. I wrote a test to show that when the strings match, they don't, we successfully filter it out. Oh, I guess this is how Apple wants to format this. That's an interesting choice. Yeah, I end up just kind of doing stuff like this then, which I'm not exactly happy about. One of these days I'll get an actual code formatter set up, but that's not necessary for my current goals. But one day it will be. One day it will be. Let's see. So what's this last modified? This last modified is a date. And I'm using the same formatter, I believe. Maybe let's take a closer look. Let's print both of these out and just see what we see. Let's see. So the first one is web. And this one is what we found in Redis. And we can force that because we know that it's there. Call can throw, sure. And if we get an error, we'll fix it. Okay, so what's in our local Redis? Just start up a Redis real quick. Oh, Redis. Oh, wait, are we running a Redis already somewhere? I guess so. What's in here? Oh, the wrong key anyway. And let's set this to 2025.01. Let's just say it was on New Year's. Just to set something in there. So now if we run this thing, Swift run map CLI. So we are getting a 24-hour time here. So if I just set this into our local Redis, I guess I'm kind of confused on where the problem is. Yeah, so if they match up, it correctly doesn't show up. We only get the night map, which is fine. Oh yeah, and of course we are going to be building on this. This isn't just for 2 maps. I wouldn't be going through all this trouble just for that. Yeah, so if I run my cron job, I get a quack quack from Discord saying that there's new maps, but there are not new maps. I have to go into some deeper pipes, I guess. Yeah, they match in the admin app. Let's see, is there something else I can do to make prod match local better? Oh, I guess I'm not. What's in filtered here? Hey, how's it going, Aiden? What actually is in here? I had a Guinness this afternoon. Just trying to figure this out. Looks like nothing got filtered out. So we're on the filtered side and we're filtering maps and we have a tester on this and the test works. Then what is going wrong? It's going good, Aiden, other than trying to figure out what's going on. Writing code, man. Fair enough. Had a good workout this morning, though. Starting to recognize people at the gym. Look at some of my passcode also confuses me. This is what we worked on last week. This isn't even that old. Well, I don't know. Let's print what we get in here. Let's give it a nice all caps. Oh, so we didn't get to here. Oh, I guess that makes sense because we're not in the Discord side of this. Little print line debugging here. Oops. Aiden says, I am 4 months free of going to gym. Telling myself I was going to go and do running instead, but that has seemingly not happened. Yeah, I've had to do it by going every day. That's the only thing that's worked for me, is doing something every day. It's really hard for me to do something only sometimes. Like when I was trying to start flossing, I was going to say, oh, I'll do it once a week or like twice a week, but I had to do it every day. Which I guess is kind of the same thing as putting it on the calendar. It just happens to be the same time every day. Iden says, gym didn't work out for me. I should get a personal trainer to come up with a plan, but it's effort to deal with. Yeah, everything kind of takes a little bit of time to get to where you want it to be. If it was easy, everybody would do it. I think at least just being aware of what you want is a good first step. Like, I'm aware I want this piece of code to work. I know how I want it to work. And it's not quite doing that right now. We are getting the correct stuff out here, though. I wonder if I'm just really running old code or something. Like, I checked the version number of what is, where's the cron job? Where's the tag? Because we go to edit. Five dot 3.1.0. And if I go to my, where's GitHub? Here it is. They changed the icon. Yeah, 5.3.1.0. 5.3.1.0. So it is the latest version. It works everywhere except for prod. So maybe it's cached. I mean, the value in the cache is what, like it matches. It's correct. The cache has the correct value. Yeah, yeah, it is strange. Let's see. I guess we can add some more logging or something. Because I don't want to just like do it all again and then check the time zone and 24-hour time everywhere. Yeah, it matches. It's the same string. Yeah, what happens if we get if it is completely empty? Hey, what's up, John 2.0? Subway.night. And what's the value for that? It is 1607. So then if we run it, we should see a whole lot of nothing. Horse feeding time, right on. Yeah, no new maps. It works perfectly locally. I think it's got to be like a deployment issue. do we want a logger here? No. And then I'll have no embeds. Guess we could extract this to a private function. Discord message for resources. And I'll return a Discord message. And then we'll just return and then here we'll just say let message equals Discord message for the resources that we found. And we can move this down a little bit. Maybe not too far down. This is how Tommy would sell you on Nix. Winning? I mean, I'm really happy with the code, except for the part where it doesn't work. And it says why and how, I guess, since he would use the current situation as an example. Oh, yeah, he loves Nix. Let's see, what do I love? I don't like how they both start with the letter N. So if we scrape from the web and we get the links to the URLs of the maps, we download them and get their dates, and we filter out the ones that are in the cache already. Horses seem to take a lot of maintenance. That's how I feel about myself. I feel like I take a lot of maintenance. And there's more maintenance that I could/should be doing. I feel my code requires a lot of maintenance. Absolutely. But it's all in service of making something that you want. Something that makes you happy. So I feel like that's probably worth it. That's worth it. Oh, I wonder if there was an error here. No, because we got something. Oh, no, I wonder if there actually was an error here that got swallowed. As does any pet or business. My cats and plant require less maintenance than my code. Oh yeah, how's my plants doing? should post a picture of them at some point. They get sunlight through the window here. They're supposed to be like good for offices and stuff. So I don't know. You're not supposed to overwater them and you're not supposed to underwater them. Like, I don't know. Learning it as I go. I'm on a starter plant, which can be neglected quite a bit. Yeah, these plants are pretty. I'm happy about them. Maybe I wish they were easier to look at. I guess that'd be one reason to move my desk. So I could look over and see the plants better. Start cleaning code or getting more pets. It's one way to solve it. My pets don't take up enough maintenance. I need more pets. That's one thing I think of is like there must be an error there somewhere. Well, I guess let's try this. Tested map filter code. Hopefully it works this time because it works locally. John says, I don't allow animals in my office. That or the cat is a jerk and knocks stuff onto the ground. Aiden says, it's hard to clean code when you have a cat laying on the keyboard. Yeah, I feel like my my code is enough of a mess. I don't need animals, but I am happy with these plants though. Maybe I could get some more. Maybe I get one that like goes up the wall or something. Yeah, I guess when I have my desk getting sunlight, then I get glare on the screen. But then I can't see the plants. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's see. Let's take a look at who's quacking at me on Discord. Oh, some other Discord. Yeah, let's, for some reason, the other build agent is not running right now. Let me give it the old restart, and you can watch this one for a second. I don't think I haven't seen a stray cat in a long time. I don't know if that's just the streets that I walk on or if it's not really a thing here. There we go. Now I got two things running at the same time. And I guess while that's cooking, we can... And I guess this is the good/bad part of having a big app, is there's always something to work on. So I was making some TikToks about the service status. No, it was about the search feature. And I feel like I made a mistake. I thought there was only 5 results for Broadway, only 5 stations with Broadway in the name, but there's more than that, or only 4. I mean, there's one that was scrolled past. So I want to make it more obvious that there's more stations than just the ones that match. So for example, if I type in Broadway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you see 5, but there's also East Broadway down here. So I tried making the scroll bar always visible, and that just seems to not really be an option. So I think my next best thing is to make the height be 5 cells high plus a half. So I guess 5.5 cells high. And then you can kind of see, so it would look kind of like that at the bottom. So you would know to scroll a little bit more, or maybe just like a quarter more. Yeah, I guess you can play with the exact difference. Yeah, having just a little bit off the edge there. Iden adopted 2 strays, mother and daughter allegedly, as the RPCA claimed. Oh, is the R Royal there? The Royal Pet Catching Association? Although I don't know if they were trying to sell us a sob story so we get 2 cats. You gotta trust somebody, though. That's the... Yeah, I hear what you're saying. For the prevention of cruelty to animals. There's no... So Royal Society is one word in British. Yeah, so here's the row. Here's the frame. Oh, I think I just missed that letter. Oh, okay. I don't know. The languages have diverged. So can I set the scroll view height or like a max height? A scrollable view. Controlling scroll position. Creating a scroll view. Yeah, I tried setting show indicators to true and it just like didn't change anything. John says we take in feral cats all the time to stay in the barn. They get fat on mice. That's what I hear, that I guess man domesticated dogs, but cats started following people around for the mice that would get into the grain silos or something. How do I want to disable the scroll bar? I'm trying to do the opposite right now. So I guess it tries to be smart and automatically just wrap the content, but I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more space. The mother cat my parents and I adopted is fat. And she doesn't catch mice. Okay, I think we're going to have to go to the Googles. Let's see. Swift UI. I still don't like that name. It's so bland and hard to Google for. Swift UI, scroll view. Oh yeah, maybe indent the content margins. How, like, this is not in the documentation. How was I supposed to know? Okay, well, let's give it a try. On scroll view, content margins is only for iOS 17 or newer. Okay. So now we need to write this apply macro that I saw somewhere else online. Let's see if I can do it from memory. Oh, okay. And then inside of here, we can say if available iOS 17. I don't even know if this is what I want. Cannot convert. Wait, do I need an else? I guess so. That sucks. Cannot convert value of type. The result type some view. Any view? Oh, this might be a problem on both sides then. I guess I could just find this thing again. Oh, okay. If I just say any, then it's fine. And then I think I can delete this. And can I delete this? Yeah, okay. So let's see what these content margins do. Build the failed. Wait, I don't have any build errors. Why is there a build error? Has been explicitly marked unavailable here. What? I guess I have a high tolerance for pain, it seems. This I'm just bonking into brick walls all the time. Iden says she even identified where some mice get into the house and where they are inside the house. Oh, nice. The little kitten is getting good at catching mice in the wall. Does she like go into the wall herself? Any view cannot conform to view. Okay, what am I... What is this about? Let's see. If available, what are those called? Those are called view modifiers. Oh, it needs @viewBuilder on it. Extension view. And some view. Cannot conform to view. I kind of want to put the if like inside of here. Oh, but then but then the compiler doesn't let you. Okay, fine. So void cannot conform to view. She goes in the garden, dry stone wall, not house wall. Oh, okay. Or she tricks the mice to come out and gets them. Wow. That's kind of incredible. Oh, interesting. She's quite small. That makes sense. So I guess this person does it all inside of the... So I guess it'd be something more like view builder, content margins, if available. And that is going to return some view. Yeah. So that's going to just be self. Then, yeah. Okay, let's try this. I don't see any kind of content margins. Can I give it a different, oh yeah, for placement. Maybe 250 will be more noticeable. Yeah, I do not see anything that looks like 250 pixels. What is a content margins? The amount of margins to add on all edges. Configures the content margin provided placement. Use this modifier to customize the custom margins of different kinds of views. For example, you can use this modifier to customize the margins of a scrollable views like scroll view. In the following example, the scroll view will automatically inset its content by the safe area plus an additional 20 points on the leading and trailing edge. You can provide a content margin placement to target specific parts of a view to customize. For example, scroll content placement to inset the content of a text editor without affecting the insets of its scroll indicators. Similarly, you can customize the insets of scroll indicators separately from scroll content. I don't think that's what I want. When applying multiple content margin modifiers, modifiers with the same placement will override modifiers higher up in the view hierarchy. Okay. Let's give it a try. So we'll say vertical. We're on iOS 18.2, so this is definitely available. I do not see any margins. I'm going to say this is not the tree that we need to bark up. So what do we do instead then? I guess go back to the Google. Let's see, is this interesting? I remember trying this, but I don't think it actually worked for me. Oh, also that's that's 17 iOS 17 only as well. Okay. Yeah, it's like they don't really flash at all. Trigger example state. Oh, I guess we could try this trigger thing. And then how do we do that? I guess we need a state somewhere, but also be able to like pass it in here. Requires that binding boolean conform to equatable. Well, how do I pass in a state then? What is it actually? Some equatable. Oh, I need to put the $sign on it? No? Wait, so it's not a state at all? How does it know when to trigger then? Flashes the scroll indicators when a value changes. When the value you provide to this modifier changes, the scroll indicators of any scrollable views within the modified view hierarchy briefly flash. Oh, so I guess we could just do whenever the search results change. We'll rename this function later. I know it's not content margins if available anymore because that didn't work. I guess this is presenter.results.count. I do not see any scroll stuff flashing at all. What's with that? Let's take everything else out. Maybe that's confusing Swift UI. That's not it, is it? Scroll view. Only scroll. Maybe I need to have it like, it's on the scroll view, right? Yeah, that's the top level here. And it's the first thing on there. Whoa, I'm too messy. What could it be? I'm just kind of blindly doing it again. Let's see, what are other ways we could show that there's content to scroll? Like, this looks good, but the last row is perfectly cut off and it's not obvious, even to me, the person that made this, that there's more there. Okay, well, this definitely did not work. Yet again. Maybe there's something in the thing that's encapsulating it that might have something we can do. The hosting controller is, so what's this keyboard view controller? Yeah, let's make it red. Let's just see what it is. Yeah, so that's everything. So if I search for Broadway, okay. And then where is the the hosted view. It's a view controller. It's a UI view controller. We're not doing anything with it at all. It's just hanging out. Oh, here's the height anchor. Do we ever change this? Height did change. Yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what happens. Okay, yeah, so that gets called all the time. Okay, so with that information, what can we do? I guess I'm not really exposing the internals out here, because it's supposed to be usable for like any kind of keyboard, not just for the search thing. Let's see, who calls this? The search sheet presenter, the initial height. Oh, we can just set the height maybe. If results.count is greater than or equal to 5, so if we have more than 5, then they'll do 5.5. Otherwise, we'll do yeah, just that. Cannot convert fix. And this is part of search, so this feels like a decent place to do it. There we go. Now we can kind of see the, now we have a little bit, we have that little bit extra I was looking for. But it does not look pretty. It looks very squished. I mean, you can't quite see that there's more. Maybe it's 5.75. Or it needs something. Yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. It's like it cuts off the there we go. I think, yeah, having just half of the badge there, that looks great. we have all of the what's it called? All of the chevron, which seems like a little bit too much. So if we say broad, I know there's like a ton of, yeah, there's quite a few of those. But at least it shows that there's more. Do we want to go a little bit less? Like 0.6? I guess we could take a look. Okay, so we'll save this screenshot. Oh, and our CI passed, by the way. So let's tag create a new tag 5.3.2.0 and push the tag upstairs. And that will tag all the containers that were just built with that tag so that then we can go ahead and deploy them. Yeah, I like this a little bit better. You can kind of see just the top of it. I think it's going to be 5.65 though. I think that's going to be the, oops, 5. Replace. I think that's going to be the winner. I kind of like the other. I kind of like just 6 by itself. Yeah, I think there we go. That's the winner. You can see that there's more to scroll. When you scroll all the way down, yeah, it's kind of clipped off. Okay. So it looks good from a visual point of view. From a code point of view, this does not look so good. So I guess for starters, I want to have just one call to height to change instead of 2. So I'm going to extract a variable. And then I guess we don't want this twice. So this is the only part that changes. So we could make this a ternary, I guess. And then this has to be CG float. Now that does not really look any better. I mean, this just kind of gets very opaque. It's just like, wow, there's some characters at the end of the line there. So maybe we want to say just the relevant count, which is the second half here. And does that look any better? Well, we don't need the outside parens. It's really just having to wrap results.count in a CG float really that really grinds my gears here. And where, so this is yeah, so I guess this is, I like this better than what we had before, but this still isn't exactly my favorite. I'm going to take a look at the context, see what else we have going on in here. So this is keyboard text to change. So when the keyboard text changes, we cancel the any current search tasks. If it's empty, we reset. We clean up the incoming content, and we create a new task with something to do at the end here. And then we do the search. I guess this method is kind of doing a lot all at once. Yeah, async code, you end up doing lots of stuff that's not necessarily looks the cleanest, I guess. And I feel like this does need a little bit of a comment. We could also flip this. We could say if it's less than 5, no, it's less than equal to 5, because if there's only 5, we don't want to show extra actually. Okay, I'm glad I explored that, because that would have been wrong. That would have been not what I actually wanted. Okay, I think this looks good. So let's commit that. Extra space on search station search results, so that the so that it's obvious to scroll. And I guess we can do a little tag at the beginning, say this is for the iOS app. Oh, and because I have a task manager now, I can say that this is UW26. I still kind of want to say iOS in here. Well, we don't have to commit to it. Well, as I commit, as I hit the commit button, I say we don't have to commit to it. Okay, before I push that upstairs, let's do another deploy to the server. Oh. So what's the version? The version is 5320. And then we can push that to prod. Workloads. And they are all progressing. Oh, that was the wrong ticket somehow. It's supposed to be 18, not 26. Well, I guess that's good I didn't push. I can amend. I can make amends. Edit commit message. Okay, everything is live. Let's try. Let's see what's in. Let's see what's in Redis. Keys map star. Get map subway map subway.night. Oh, you can only do one. Okay, so it's that string that I'm expecting. That's great. So now if I run that cron job, wait, why does this say that's the old version now? No, I don't want the terminal either. I still got the quack quack, and it's still saying that the maps are new. Oh boy. Back to the drawing board. Do I have any? I guess I could check the logs, but uh, Yeah, nothing there. Let's see, message contains map CLI. No results. Okay. What does a logging statement look like? Actually, didn't we run this earlier? Yeah, map underscore CLI. Okay, so we're not getting any log messages at all, which means something's broken or everything's fine. Scrolling up and down the code, and I'm not seeing any problems. It works locally, doesn't work in prod. Yeah, I guess it's time to log, just log everything. Yeah, this gets initted with a logger. Guess I'll pass the logger around for now, at least. Logger.info. Okay, so if I run that locally, let's just take a peek at what we might expect. Yep, that's what I would expect. Then we can pass the logger on in to our little helper here. And I guess I just want to kind of unravel everything and yeah. So if we found something, map filter found. Wait, produces a debug description for an optional value. But it's not optional. I just unoptioned it here. Oh, right. It's a map of the string itself can be nil. So we can call that last modified string. Oh, it's supposed to be inside of here. If last modified string equals found, turn false. Map filter is filtering them out because they match. Is keeping them because they don't match. Return true. And then get rid of all this. So I guess if we're still in here, where is it here? Yeah. Return. I guess we'll just run the tests. Iden says, I think it's time for bed now. Catch you next stream. Right on. Good to see you. Oh, these things want loggers. Oh, I guess these these can all throw now. Guess one thing at a time. numbers thrown are not handled. Let's add throws at the end. Assert true failed. Okay. So we'll do assert equal instead of true so we can see what the other value is. Oh, I guess maybe I did have a bug in there somewhere. Or rewriting it has a problem. No, I guess rewriting it has a problem. Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, if anything, we'll have more information now. What was the task number for this? This is UW24. Can I do a copy link? I can. Why are these blue? Anyway, log more info so we can see what's going on. Okay, so we are again waiting for the build. In one of these tabs. Cool. Let's see. What else can we do while we wait? I don't want to make a new release for iOS just for that. Well, I'll just go out when the next maps come out. Let's see, what else? Well, I guess we can mark that as done. And I guess we could start the next task. I don't know, there's not much time left on stream. Does anybody have any questions or any discussion topics? Let's see. The congestion relief zone is now live. Very exciting. It seems like it's working. Weekend service map. This is relevant to my interests. See, let's make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to put this in the app. I heard that as a suggestion, I think in the Discord. Let's see, let's zoom in a little bit. Wait, is this not a PDF? Oh, it is. Okay, that's good. Yeah, this is nice. You can see that it's a bus. Changes limited to late night service are not shown. Some changes run continuously. Yeah, this would be so nice. Yeah, I didn't realize the A train was not running, or what is this, the C train. But I ended up getting there on time anyway. So I guess when did they publish this? So if we go back to here, curl-I maybe? They publish it Friday at 4 o'clock GMT. So what's that, like 11 o'clock or noon New York City time? So they published it on... Well, they could have published it beforehand and just did an update. But still, that kind of sucks. That they publish it on the 10th and it affects the 10th. Well, maybe it affects, just thinking out loud, maybe it affects Friday night and not Friday day. Yeah, I guess because they say January 11th to 12th here. But the file name is January 10th to 13th. So it's interesting that that's the file name, but that's not the URL. The URL does not have the file name for this thing. So if we were to do this in the app, what might we do? Well, I guess we would want to be notified exactly when these things come out, which we have the map checker to do already. So we can add a weekend map here, subway.weekend perhaps. But we probably don't want to publish a new version of the app every time they do one of these, because of app review, it might not go through app review fast enough. Boy. Well, these I think we can just keep those the same, and let's keep on with our build. Okay. So in our check command, I guess we have a web scraper. So I guess we can look at the CSS selector of what that might be. Inspect element. Inspect element. That's not what I wanted. I wonder if the document should have this resource for on it. The subway map showing weekend service changes. That is a mouthful. I guess we can confirm that that's what it is by running it or by looking at it visually. I do like just running things. Running things is fun. I guess it found one. Found one without any errors, so I think that was the right one. I guess I'm not exactly ready to do this. Yeah, I guess this is all exploratory. So I guess we want to cut a branch to keep track of stuff. Oh, and we can name our branches after the ticket. And then I guess we want to see what else would break by adding another enumeration value there. Yeah, these will probably change. I don't know what they're going to be yet. But I'm really just kind of curious to explore for a moment right now. But I do want to commit this little bit. This seems like useful to keep track of, kind of no matter what happens. And this other stuff we might revert. I don't care about it too much. They're not stuff that's necessarily committable anyway right now. All this stuff. This is stuff I'm going to need to figure out. Yeah, this is going to be a project. I do need to take a break though, and it is 6, so I think I'm going to just kind of call it here and catch you all on Monday, because we have been doing the scenery streams again. Some of the regulars let me know that they miss it, and so I've been doing it again this week, and I think I'll stick with it some more longer. But for the coding, yeah, 4 to 6 Saturdays. Thanks so much for watching.